Hey guys, welcome back to another Shaving with Rich blade review. Today we're actually going to be reviewing another German blade. I'll let you take a closer look. This is the Ladas blade, super stainless. Looking forward to this one. Hope it's close to as good as the Voskhod, or as good, or even better if it was better. Anyways, breaking out the famous razor. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that in all of its beauty. Take the old blade out, which I currently have is the Wilkinson sword from the previous review. Definitely looking forward to seeing what we can do here. Well, this blade, I've already taken the plate off the top. Just comes in a second wrapper, which is good. I always like that. And it looks like it even has 2 wax dots on it. A lot of times when you get wax dots on these blades, there will be, oh, I guess there was more than that. It felt like there was only 2, but I guess there's more. Just the slightest little bit of, see there, slightest little bit of wax, just to hold it in place in the wrapper. Placing the top on, here we go, ready to go. Alright, now today happens to be Monday, so you know what that is. It's going to be a great shave. Menthol Monday. And my choice is Glacial Eskimo Tuxedo by Sterling Soap. It's going to be a good one. And then I'm going to use, because I want to get extra with the menthol right now, my favorite menthol aftershave is Margaritas in the Arctic. Sterling Soap again. I love that. Maybe one of these days I'll have all of the aftershaves and all of the I've got tons of the soaps. I've got tons of their soaps, but I definitely want to get more of their aftershaves and probably some of their balms as well. That being said, this has a lot. Glacial Eskimo Tuxedo has a lot of menthol in it. Anyways, this shave isn't about menthol and about soap and aftershave as much as it's just about the review. So let's get to it. What do you say? We'll start by loading up the brush in the soap. I'm, as always, using my Razor Rock Please Soft brush. I'm going to shake it out. I like to always shake it out pretty good. And I'm going to be using my shave bowl here that's been sitting with a little bit of warm water inside of it, hot water, just to kind of heat up the bowl. That should keep my lather a little bit warmer. Let's pour that into the sink here. I'm going to use that. And we'll start loading this brush up. Alright, so we got a pretty nice lather going on right here. You can see, huh? Looking forward to that. Just gotta prep the face now. And then get ready to see what happens. Who thinks this is gonna be good? Who thinks it's going to be average? I'm not sure what to think, but I'm going to find out really soon. All right. It's hard to say after the first pass. It felt good as it was cutting, but there's still a lot here that it didn't get. But that happens a lot of times on your first pass. It doesn't mean that it's going to turn out to not be fantastic. Could just mean that it's more on the smoother end. So far felt pretty good. So kind of mixed. I don't know where this is going to end up. But I do know one thing, and that's that I judge a blade by the way that it shaves on the last pass. So that's the only way to be really fair, right? Let's go for round two. A little bit more, we'll wet the face again. A little bit more of this bloom water. I do just want to comment on the soap. How much of that menthol kick the second time when you reapply, you get another wham. It's even like stronger kick than it did initially. Each time gets a little stronger and stronger. So with that being said, let's see what the second pass does for us. Alright, quite a bit better on that second pass. Significantly better. There's still some that I can feel a little bit like right here they didn't quite get. And these areas right here always require more. But I am more impressed the second pass than I was with the first, with like how much smoother my skin's getting. I'm getting a lot closer to that BBS. I hope I can do it by the third pass with the cleanup like normal. But no cuts, so it's cutting smooth. Let's go for round three against the grain. I'm going to try these areas right here with the last of my bloom water because I can just feel a little bit more right there. So I'm going to give it a shot because it's super slick. The blades, these Ladas blades, Russian, I have to say they're more on the, they cut pretty good, but they're more on the smooth side than they are on the sharp side. That being said, I've had one of my love-hate relationship blades is the derby blades, and that's because I think they're too much on the smooth end. They're not sharp enough. With this, I would say they're definitely these are smooth, more smooth than sharp compared to the Voskhod's. And I think the Voskhod's are smoother than the Astra SPs. So Voskhod's my number one blade. Number two is the Astra SPs. They're very close, but I placed the Voskhod just slightly above it in my top because it is a little bit more smooth and plenty sharp. This being said, about the Ladas blade, how it ranks kind of in comparison there, is it's even more smooth than the Voskhod blade. So but it still cut. It wasn't too dull. It cut, and if anything, it gave me confidence in the shave that I wasn't going to get cut. You can see I went over extra areas on my face, and you guys were probably thinking, how come he's going over that area without putting on more lather? Two reasons. One, that's sterling soap, so it always is good for me for a second pass to go over without having to worry. And third, when you add it with the feelings that I was getting as I was shaving, I mean, I didn't even get a weeper. Is that a weeper? Barely. Might qualify as a weeper, so barely. But really, I wouldn't even call that much of a weeper. And my face feels amazing. I did go a little extra on it, but I felt confident in doing so because that smooth quality was in that blade, but yet it was still doing the job. So I have to say I really like this blade. After my first pass, as I was cutting, I was like, okay, we'll see. This is pretty good. It's not bad. But then when I felt my face after the first pass, I thought, man, this blade has a lot to pick up by the end of the shave for me to, be able to rank it, decent. And I'm ranking this blade very decent. Maybe it didn't get it all in 2 passes. It required a little bit more work, but that smoothness, my face feels so smooth right now, like a fantastic shave. And I did have to work a little bit more for it, but I worked more for it with confidence that I wasn't going to get nicked. And what's that worth? When you have a blade that's so on the duller end, the smoother end, that you have to work so much that you get face irritation, that's not good. But when you have a blade that's sharp enough to keep cutting and smooth enough to not irritate your skin, I mean, look, my skin is not irritated, and I went extra passes, my cleanup. You guys saw how much lather I had in my hands, and I just kept going the rounds. And I ended up with a perfect shave. I mean, next to perfect. This isn't perfect. I'd give this like a 99.7. There's only like maybe 0.3 left until I had perfect shave. 0.5, 0.3. It was very close to perfect shave. On my face, just like, everything that I wanted. I'm totally happy. Next time I see those for sale at a good price, I'm going to pick up a box. So I got so many blades I'm never going to run out, but I want to have a full box of every blade that I think is worthy of having a full box, and this one is. I don't think any one of you guys would really be disappointed in buying this brand, Russian Ladas Blades. All right, that's a good wrap on that. Totally love my shave today. Fantastic shave. And we'll see you guys later on the next Shaving with Rich episode. Don't forget to leave your comments below, like and subscribe, and share this with your friends too if they're looking, if they're getting irritation, if they're looking for something a little bit more on the smoother end, but yet still sharp enough to deliver. This is a good one to at least try out. I'm not saying buy a box of 100 until you tried it out, but it's worthy of your try for sure, no question. We'll see you next time.